First, like I said, I'm just going to do a regular inspection of the teeth. First, I'm going to sterilize the room, put my PPE on. I'm going to turn everything on, okay? Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Billy be the one saying my breath stinks.
Okay. Whoa. We're going to definitely get that taken care of for you. Don't worry. All right, go ahead and put your gown your gown on real quick. Yo, put your gown on right quick. All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and set up the room. Okay, put my PPE on. Actually, let me turn the TV on for you. I turned on the TV for you to help you relax a little bit, get you comfortable, all right? So let's get going. Here we go. Wash my hands, put my PPE on. I'm also going to put my mask up a little bit, adjust my mask. All right, so first, I'm going to turn on all the machines as well. Sterilize the room, turn on the computer systems, okay? All right, so we're all good. Next, I'm going to ask politely, can I just open your mouth real quick and check inside? I'm going to lay you back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now you're nice and comfortable. All right, I do have permission to go ahead and check the inside of your mouth, right? Yes or no?
Uh,
Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna position this dental light over your head so I can see perfectly into your mouth. All right, I'm gonna use this dental mirror to go ahead and inspect your teeth and gums. All right, let me know if you feel any pain anywhere as I check. Okay, basically I'm just checking for any swelling, any bleeding, any decay, or any fractures to the human eye or the naked eye. All right. Um, and like you said, I just want to make sure if I can see any cavities. If not, I will have to run some scans, okay? Yeah, just let me know if you feel any pain anywhere as I check again. I am noticing a little bit of inflammation, okay? So I'm going to gently pain in the molar. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, so I'm just going to gently rub your jaw, and that basically just confirms that you do have a cavity. And when I did look, I see that there is a lot of irritation back there. There's a lot of food buildup back there, a lot of bacteria buildup mixed with that food back up in your tooth. And it's infecting, like I said, not only your gums causing inflammation, but it's also affecting the inner part of your tooth, which is causing that cavity. So that makes sense. Quick question though, do you have any sensitivity to any hot or cold items?
yes, when I drink something cold, it runs all the way through me. It gives me a headache.
Oh my gosh, yes. So that's a clear sign that there is definitely a cavity, okay? And the other sign is if there's any pain to any sweet or salty items, mostly sweet though, okay? But cold items is generally definitely, or hot items is generally definitely a cavity as well, okay? And so we're definitely going to have to go ahead and treat you for that cavity, okay? But first, I want to just go ahead and clean your teeth real quick. So I'm just going to remove some plaque and tartar buildup. Like I said, that food buildup causes a hard substance on the back of your teeth, in between your teeth mostly, sometimes on the front of your teeth, but mostly on the back and inner parts of your teeth, okay? And that is just mixed with saliva, mixed with, your drink intake, mixed with bacteria and food particles. All that gets lodged in your tooth sometimes, and it causes a hard substance called plaque and tartar, okay? And that's what I'm basically just scraping off and removing it, okay? So it looks like for the most part everything done came off, but I'm gonna try to attempt to remove some excess plaque that I see with my dental mirror with this scaler, okay? It seems like it was definitely a success. Everything went well with that, okay? So next, I'm just gonna go ahead and start to prep for basically, what's it called, your cavity, making sure I could do your root canal. Okay.
Can you get higher up to the back wall?
All right. So I'm just going to enter that cheek retractor in your mouth so that your mouth doesn't keep closing. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do a fluoride treatment to protect the enamel on your teeth after the cleaning. Okay. And next, I'm just going to go ahead and start the process in terms of your root canal. So just give me 1 second, okay? Next, I'm just going to go ahead and numb your mouth with lidocaine. Basically, that's just a numbing agent that we like to use in the dental area. It just numbs the area, makes it so that you don't feel any pain, okay? Knocks that higher pain tolerance off rather than just a regular Orajel like benzocaine or something like that you apply by yourself. It's a topical agent that you can find over the counter. I'm going to insert in a needle, and I'm pretty much just going to insert it into your gums so that it can numb the areas around your teeth, okay? So bear with me. You're more than welcome if you want to hold my hand, clench my hand, okay? If you're nervous with needles, but I promise you it will not hurt, okay? So all that is good now. Your mouth should pretty much start to feel numb. It should be setting in. It should be pretty much setting in, okay? Yeah, and I definitely understand it's more than yeah, it could be, it can get like that. Sometimes you may be nervous or you may start to sweat, but like I said, I'm always here. It didn't hurt, did it? It should be, for the most part, it shouldn't have hurt it, but I definitely understand with the needles. That's sometimes a big thing with people, okay? That's why I have the TV on, try to put a little music on as well, just to keep you relaxed and calm, okay? Yeah, just a little sting. That's perfect. That's what we like to hear. As long as it's nothing crazy, because sometimes you might poke the wrong thing, and people might get anxious when they're moving around too much, and it can cause us to stick you in the wrong area. But you did really good staying still, okay? So next, I'm pretty much going to do the root canal process, like I said, where you have that cavity. All right, and cavities can cause a crack or a broken piece into your tooth, right? Because it's starting to rot. And so basically, it's the same procedure as the root canal. Cavities can cause you to have a root canal, and that's what you need right now because your tooth is decaying. It's a rotten part in the middle part of your tooth. It started from the crown, and now it's going into the inner part of your tooth, which is basically the pulp chamber. All right, the inner part of your tooth is called the pulp chamber. The top of your tooth is called the crown, and when you start to reach where it's embedded into your gums, that's the root of the tooth, and that's called the root canal process, basically where we have to do that procedure. All right, so it looks like your tooth is in pretty bad condition based off of we were looking at and based off of what you were saying. I'm about to start this process. Your tooth is basically damaged, broken, okay, and it's really sensitive to cold items. All right, and we're gonna get this taken care of for you, don't worry. So I'm gonna create this tiny incision further into the inner chamber of your tooth, the pulp chamber. All right, it's allowing me just free access into there. I have to clean it out basically, and create an incision. Even though it's rotten, it's not a perfect indentation into your tooth where I can feel it. It's kind of damaged and it's all over the place. It's cracked pieces, and as you know, your tooth starts to try to conform. All right, we're natural humans, and so basically your tooth will start to heal like any part of the rest of your body if you don't get it taken care of, even though it's damaged. All right, and your teeth are bones, which mean they pretty much heal at a fast rate, and they can, but that doesn't mean that's good because then it's healing while it's still damaged. All right, so I'm gonna take care of it. I can't with. I got you. I just want to make sure I'm explaining everything to you just so that you get the process. But I'm about to go ahead. Don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the pulp in your tooth, okay? All right. And so I'm just removing it with the files, all right? Or barb brooches as we use, all right? Just to get all the inner part, the inner gook basically out of your tooth. Uh-huh. And like I said, I see lots of damage. All right, we just need to make sure we do this before we get to the canals. All right. So next, I'm about to go ahead and clean the tooth canals. I'm gonna disinfect the tooth canals with some sodium hypochlorite. All right. And then I'm gonna seal the chamber with some Gutta-Percha. That's basically just a sticky adhesive from a sappy tree in West Asia. It's perfect for this type of procedure. Okay, it's called Gutta-Percha. And like I said, there you go. It's from a Southwest Asian tree. It's a sappy material, but it's really good with natural teeth filling. Okay. And then I'm gonna cover it pretty much with a resin so that it can harden up. All right. And it's basically going to be like a perfect tooth for you. It's all natural, okay? Now I just got to put a crown over it, and that's the topping part I was telling you about. The crown is the top of your part, so since we entered the middle part of your tooth, I now have to put something over top so it's natural like a tooth when you're biting things. You have the perfect indentations like a regular tooth, okay? I like to use a metal crown. I know it's old school, but it's 100% efficient and effective. A lot of times if you use a different type of crown, it's made out of porcelain, and porcelain tends to deteriorate over a 1 to 2 year time span, maybe 5 years at max. But with a metal crown, it tends to last a lifetime. And it's perfect, okay? You cannot change the color. Of course, you will see the metal. That's the only disadvantage to it. Procedure wise, it's perfect. You can't beat it. It's better than anything else, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and put that crown over it, and it fits perfectly. It's snug. All right. So now your teeth are clean, repaired, and stronger. All right. I'm going to just take a picture. All right. Just go ahead and say cheese for me. Say cheese. Go give me a big smile so I can see how everything looks. I already took your befores. I'm going to go ahead and capture your afters. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to upload this to the dental portal log. Don't worry. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and upload that for you. And I'm going to show you them as well. You can see the pictures that I took. All right. And you can also see it for yourself. All right. I'm going to give you the mirror. You can go ahead and smile for me. Tell me what you think, how they feel. You can look at the pictures. You can also look in the mirror.
Ellie, my breast still stink.
Yo.
No, it's so much better now, girl.
How do you like the work that's been done? Is everything good, comfortable for you?
Perfect. I don't have a headache anymore.
That's perfect. All right, and so lastly, I'm just gonna go ahead and hand you this dental goodie bag. It has a toothbrush in there, toothpaste, floss, of course, and then I would recommend you just getting your mouthwash. I was about to say we do not recommend getting Listerine anymore. Studies have proven that Listerine dries your mouth out, and that may be the cause of the bad breath that you have been experiencing. That Illy has told you. Okay. Listerine has alcohol in it, and so it dries your breath out, and it can cause you to either use it a lot of times, which is pretty much no point and ineffective, or if you do use it, it dries your mouth out. It takes the saliva out of your mouth, and it can cause bad breath or odor. Okay. So
I'm despawning all these ambulances out back of the hospital right now.
I recommend brushing twice daily, flossing once daily. You could rinse with warm water, warm salt water at that. It's good for your gums and good for bad odor as well, bad breath odor. And it's normal to feel any sensitivity with hot or cold items for at least 24 to 48 hours after this procedure. I also recommend not eating for at least 30 minutes to an hour after this procedure. And you're always more than welcome to call for another appointment. All right. I'm going to just put this into the dental portal and update it as well. And then you can go ahead and take off your gown. Yeah, I put it in the chat, but yeah, they keep spamming it. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and hand you your discharge papers, okay? So, yeah, you're more than welcome to always schedule another appointment, but for now, you're pretty much all set, okay? I appreciate you.
How far would I pay you for another year for cleaning?
I recommend at least twice a year, but yeah, if you would like to come in once a year, I definitely understand that. Your
Have you
insurance.
seen the insurance in this place?
I'm sorry.
I said, have you seen the insurance in this place?
Yeah, but you're a medical staff, so you should be covered for the most part, honestly. I definitely get it though. If it's time consuming and you don't have the schedule for it, but us dentists, doctors, we recommend you coming in at least pretty much 2 to 3 times, at least the very least 2 times, but we try to recommend 3 times a year. And insurance should definitely cover that 3 times a year. Okay.
I'll see how it is in about 6 months, and if I feel like I don't need it, then I won't schedule an appointment, but if I do, I will.
Sounds good, ma'am. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, Doc.
No problem. Have a good day.